Laura here. Today I am going to be doing my Pan That Palette partner, and my Pan That Palette partner today is my I Heart Revolution Lemon Drizzle palette, and it comes in a box like this, and this is what the outside looks like, and this is what it looks like inside. So lovely warm kind of colours, and it's autumn here, so I think this will be a good palette for autumn, but also for spring if you like yellows and things. I've already done a first impression on this palette, and so I will link that down below or in the cards or something. In the cards, I think it's on that side. So you can have a look if you want to see my first impressions of it. But when I was doing my first impressions, I really like this colour here. It's called Citrus, which I don't understand the name because it's not as... I always think of citrus as more of a yellow colour or a orange yellow. This is not an orange yellow, but I really like the colour, as you can tell because I'm wearing a dirty colour today. So I put that all in my crease because I just wanted to use it. And then I put Sunshine just above it to blend it out a bit, and I used the light yellow here called Butter, sort of a creamy yellow, just to blend it out a bit more. When I first saw this palette and I saw that butter colour, I thought, I don't know how much I'd use it, but it actually blends out those oranges really nicely, so I actually really like that colour for blending out the colours. And then I cut my crease with my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Barely Branded. It's just like a cream shimmer, and I put that all over my lid, and then I got Sugar, which is the cream colour, and I put that over the top, so I've got a matte look. Had a little bit of trouble with it creasing just here because it could have been because of this though, but also because my eyes are quite irritated with allergies at the moment, and they've been really itchy, and so they're a bit more wrinklier than some days. So it's not surprising, but it's not creasy now. When I say creasy, it wasn't creasy as in, you know, how when your eyelids are too oily and they crease. It's creasy because there were too many wrinkles on there and it was just skipping over the top and sort of cracked. Cracking would be a better way to describe it. But I think I fixed that and it looks fine now. And then I just put some more of that citrus colour under there, and I used a little bit of lemon slice just to blend that out. And then I went in with Fluffy, this gold, for the inner corner. And I did a bit of a winged liner, which turned out way thicker than I had planned, but I used my Maybelline Master Precise, which I don't like as much as my NYX liquid liner because this one is a felt tip liner and the other one is a brush liner, and I find a brush liner just works better for me. I can handle a brush liner better. And then on my lips today I have got my LA Colours lip gloss in Catwalk, which goes really well with this colour, I think, which is why I put it in my Shop My Stash, because I thought it would go with this colour. And it turned out really vibrant and pretty, and I like it. So that was my look one. So today I am doing my second look with my Lemon Drizzle palette and my Pan That palette, so I call my Pan That palette partner. And yesterday I realised that I didn't use my Pan That palette at all for my look, apart from using the blush and the bronzer, because I didn't need to. I was getting all the colours that I needed out of the Lemon Drizzle palette anyway, and I could have just about done the same thing today, but I decided that I did actually want to use my Pan That palette because I haven't used it for a couple of days. So first of all I went in with this matte cool brown transition shade, you what that looks like. So that's that one there. Can you see it? Swatch it in the right place so you can actually see it. Trying to get a good look at the colour. So I used that first, and then I went in with just a cream, which you won't really be able to see. And I just used the cream out of this palette, and I just transitioned that cool grey up into the brow bone, and then I used this shimmer to do the very top of the brow bone. I don't know how well I can swatch some of these because getting some on my finger is getting more of a hassle. So yeah, a very exciting sort of colour scheme so far. And then I went in with my Wet n Wild paint palette. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this as the best cream eyeshadow paint palette around, but it did the job I want. But if I had access to something better easily, I probably would get something better. So I used this yellow colour. So it's not hugely pigmented or anything. It's just using that as a base. And then I went in with Butter, the lightest yellow in here, and I put that over the top. So that's Butter on its own. And then if I layer it on top of that yellow, so you can see how it's just a little bit brighter by layering it up. Hopefully you can see that anyway. You can see this one a lot better anyway. That's the one that had the cream, and I've layered Butter over the top. So that's what I put on my lid. And I wasn't going for a really bright in your face yellow, or I would have used the other yellow in there. I just wanted something, just a wash of yellow on there. And then I used my brown eyeliner, and I just went around my eyes, and I used a slice of cake here over the brown eyeliner, and I used a bit of that shimmer cream in the inner corner. So that was a slice of cake, slightly warmer brown. And that was look 2 that I did today. It's a very rainy autumn day. I'm looking over here because I'm looking out the window at the rain. And I just felt like doing something with a bit of yellow. And I wanted to use my Pan That palette, and I could have gone green because I was wearing a green jersey in that, but I decided I just wanted something fairly subtle today, so that's what I came up with. Hi there, Laura here. Today I'm going to do look number 3 with my Lemon Drizzle palette for my Pan That partner, and I have already got some makeup on today because I've just taken my eye makeup up, which I wore most of the day, and I've decided I wanted to do another look and film some more. So I have got lots of glitter all around here, which didn't come off or just spread all around my face when I was taking my eye makeup off, so just ignore that, that's not part of this look. So I'm going to do, I think it's going to be fairly simple. I want to go in with this delicious colour quite a lot today, just to do something a little less expected from this palette. And I'm going to start off with this pale pink in my Profusion palette, and I'll go in with this BH Cosmetics number 6 brush. I feel like this week I haven't used my Pan That palette very much because the Lemon Drizzle palette I've been using, and I haven't needed very much out of my other palette for the looks I've been doing, so I thought I'd do something that I actually needed some colours from my other palette because I can't pan the palette if I don't use it. I'm just going to go into the cream, just the matte cream out of my Pan That palette. And so I've got gold sparkles all over my face from earlier, so just ignore those. I don't know whether you'll be able to see them on camera, but I can see them in the mirror. So now I'm going to go into Delicious, which is a purple, but it's kind of a reddy purple rather than a bluey purple. And I'm going to go into my BH Cosmetics number 11 brush, which is a pencil brush, and put that in my crease. I want to have a fairly light wash of that to start with and just blend it out. Go back into my fluffy brush, blend that out. And then, which brush do I want to try next? I'm going to go into my BH Cosmetics number 8 brush. These are new brushes, so I haven't used them very much. I'm going back into Delicious. See how much I can build up that colour. I have re-primed my eyes, did I? I can't remember now. No, I didn't. That's why the colour's not going on that well. Thinking, why is this not going on as well as it usually does? Because I forgot to prime my eyes. I did a bit of concealer under my brow bone there. Does make a difference, that primer. So I'm just using my NYX pigment primer. It's going down. I haven't got this in a project pan or anything, I'm just using it. And I like this one. It doesn't have any colour on it though, so if you like a blank canvas of your eyes, you won't get that one with it. You'd have to put that over concealer or something. And we'll see what happens. Yeah. You see the difference now that I've got primer on. And when I didn't have primer on, it makes a huge difference to the colour payoff. So if you're wondering if eye primer actually works and if it makes any difference, yes it does. It does make a difference. And then I'm going to go in with, what do I want to go in with? I go in with my BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, and still using Delicious. I'm going to pack that on my lid. And now I'm going to do a bit of cleaning up and then I'll come back. I'm going to do a wing, or I'm going to try and do a wing. I'm just going to use my NYX matte liquid liner. Might have more success with this one than the last one. Now I'm curious to see what will happen if I wet this Delicious colour. It may do nothing much, because there is a slight shimmer to this colour, but not a lot. Makes a little bit of a difference. Not a lot of difference, but this one's definitely darker and a bit more purpley. So we'll match it up with the other eye. So I'm going to go in with my Master Drama Maybelline in Brownie Glitz eyeliner. I'm going to put that in the waterline. And I'm going to go in with my, what is this, my LA Girl Glide On and some colour, some purple colour. I can't read it. It's purple anyway. I'm going to smudge that out underneath. And then I'm going to go into my Beauty 101 Profusion palette, and I'm going to get this purple that's got hardly anything left in it, because I want a reasonably thick line over there. Tracing with that brown in the waterline with it. And I want to go in with, I think, a shimmery cream. Or I might decide I want more of a pink. We'll have a look. I'll try the shimmery cream first. So I'm just going to use the shimmery cream out of the Profusion palette that I'm using. And put some mascara on. I'm just going to go into my Chi Celestial Glow 2 palette and go into Aphrodite, which is a pink shimmery highlighter, and do my brow bone. So when I said I might want to do a pink highlighter, it would have been what I did, but I think I'm okay with the cream. And we just need some lipstick. We're going to do a little finishing touch, and I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Eyelights in, what's this one called? Psych. So it looks like this. I'm just going to put that on a little angled brush. Oh, shows it quite blue on that purple. Alright, now I want to experiment because it looks quite blue on top of the purple in this light. I wonder what it'll look like if I put some on the red. This could be a disaster, or it could be amazing. I don't know. Let's have a look and see. So I'm just going to put some on a brush. Try it. It looks quite blue. Just shearing it out of it so it's not too blue. Yeah, quite like it when you turn your head, you get that little bit of blue. Look at that. That's pretty. It does remind me of the Maybelline Lip Lights one that I was using. I wonder how different that would look. So this is the Maybelline one. Looks very similar. I'm going to swatch it. So there's the Maybelline one. This one in here it looks very different. And the BH Cosmetics one. It looks so similar. Look at that. So that's the Maybelline one, and that's the BH Cosmetics one. It's very similar. It's slightly darker pink undertone in the BH Cosmetics ones. The difference is this is the Maybelline one is a lip topper, and this one's actually an eye topper. Interesting. I do like to play, find these things out. Now I need some lipstick. I think I want to go plum. So when I got my BH order, I got some liquid lipsticks for free. It's a free gift. So I'm going to try this one out if I can open it. So this is Liquid Linen BH Cosmetics, and I have no hope of seeing what the colour is. Simone? I think it's called Simone. The writing is tiny and I'm old. It's quite pretty. I'm going to go over the top with my Scarlet Blaze by Karen Murrell. And this is how I like to wear my liquid lipsticks. I like to put my liquid lipstick on and then go over it with a normal lipstick. And I get that intensity of colour and I get that nice moisturised feeling. But it still lasts way longer than just a lipstick on its own. Because I can't deal with dry lips. It darkens up the colour, makes it more berry. There's my look. Without my cat ears. So look 3. My Lemon Drizzle palette. And mostly, actually I only used one colour from here and that was that one. And most of the eye look is made with that colour. Hi there, we're up to look 4 today. So I'm going to be having a look and seeing what colours haven't I used in my Lemon Drizzle palette yet. So I haven't used Scrumptious and I haven't used Baked. So I need to do a look including those 2 colours today. And every other colour I have actually used in a look, maybe not in this video, but I have used it over the last week and you might see different looks in other videos. So I'm going to have a look and decide what colours I want to use. So I'm going to go in with my number 7 BH Cosmetics brush. I'm going to go in with Sunshine first. Then I'm going to go in with Sweet But Sharp to buff that out. It's a nice size brush for my eyes, this one. I just got these yesterday, so having a play with them, these brushes. I'll probably have my first impressions of them out already. It's such a pretty colour. I like that colour. That sunshine colour, that one there, that I put on my crease. So, I think I'll go Scrumptious now, one of these colours that I haven't actually used, which is like it's a brown, but it's kind of it's a really, really bad swatch, so it's a brown, but it's kind of a berry based brown. I'll put that in the outer V. It does complement that sunshine colour really well too. I'm going to go into Baked next. I'm just using that dry. It's turning out well dry. But it is on a sticky base. I'll use this flat brush. And I think I'll go in with Fluffy. Plastic just fell out. You should keep the plastic on the mirror to stop getting fingerprints all over it. It's a really yellow gold. And I think I want to go in with Delicious. some of that in the outer corner to deepen that up. Yeah, just add a bit of colour into the outer corner. And I'm going to go into Tangy, which is that other one, and just see if it does look lighter on the eyes. I don't know. It is a little bit lighter than that other one, but they're really, really close. I really feel like they could have just put Tangy in and left Fluffy out. And put some other orange in, maybe. Maybe a yellow-based orange rather than the more reddy-based oranges here. A yellow-based orange would have been an interesting addition. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and then I'll clean up and do my base and then come back. So I'm going to go in with my Pan palette, and I'm going to go in with this really dark brown. I could go in with a black, but I don't want to use black. I'm just going to deepen up this little bit here even further. And I'm going to go in with my liquid liner. I don't know when every 4 looks. I may have, I can't quite remember. And now I'm going to go in with Sunshine again, which is this colour here, for the bottom lash line. I think I'll go in with Delicious. Even up that outer corner. And then I'm going to go into Scrumptious here. And then I'm going to go in with Tangy. And then I'm going to go back into my Pan palette, and I'm going to go in with the cream shimmer colour. Just to lighten up the inner corner. And then I'm going to put my mascara on and be back. So that's what it's looking like so far. And I'm just going to do one little finishing touch, which is my Designer Brands Gold Glitter Liner. And I'm just going to draw that a little bit into the crease and then spread a little bit out. Not too much, just a little bit. And there is my final look for look 4. So what are my final thoughts on my I Heart Revolution Lemon Drizzle palette? So I've used all the colours, as I said earlier, maybe not all in this video, but I have used all the colours over this last week. And I will say, if you want bright, vibrant colours, then you do need to use a tacky base, because I went in with this colour yesterday and it wasn't coming up the way I was expecting it to, the way it had when I'd used it before. And then I realised I'd forgotten to put my eye primer on. So do use an eye primer if you want a good colour payoff. And things that I think are missing in here are things for inner highlights. There is no pale shimmery colour for an inner highlight in this palette. And something to really deepen up the outer corner, because although this colour looks quite dark, it doesn't come off that dark, and it's also a shimmer. So a matte dark, something to deepen up, even if it was a matte berry or a matte, like a really deep one, or a really deep brick, or even a deep brown, would have rounded out the palette. Personally, I don't actually mind, because I don't mind mixing and matching my palettes, as you know, because after all, that's what I'm doing in the whole video, is mixing this one with this one. I could do quite a few looks just using this palette and nothing else, but there's just those two things that I think it needs, and it doesn't need both these gold colours. So, and it's got a lot of browns in here, but absolutely love the oranges. Gorgeous. Sunshine is gorgeous. The yellows are really nice. Even though Butter is a really pale colour, it's actually really pretty for blending out those oranges in that. It's perfect for that. This one that looks brown was actually really pretty. And this one that looks brown baked is also really pretty. It's more of a, this one's more of an orangey brown, and this one's more of a rusty brown. They're both shimmers. So overall, I'm really happy with the looks that I got out of this palette. Is it the most pigmented, amazing palette ever? No, but it's got some really gorgeous shades, and some of them are unique to my collection that I'm aware of at the moment. I've got a few new palettes, so I'm not really sure what is in all those new palettes yet, because I'm not familiar with them enough yet. But overall, I'm happy with this palette. I just wish in these chocolate palette ones they didn't have so many browns in every single one, because I feel like it's unnecessary to have so much brown. If you're going to do a yellow orange palette, then go for yellow orange. But the browns that are in here do work with the colours, so that's a good thing. So that is my final thoughts on the I Heart Revolution Lemon Drizzle palette, and thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.